It is so amazing to see people fighting one another when the real war is within themselves. It's not on the outside. And that the children of the lie have been deceiving them to believe that the battle that you're dealing with is outside and it's someone else's fault. Literally killing and robbing and destroying over a fake idea, over a lie. It's just not true, but it seems true when you don't know yourself. The spiritual battle that is happening within you. The war between good and evil is within you. It's not with someone else. No one else. And if you get to know yourself, you will see that. And then we can have peace on earth. The problem is most people are angry and cannot see, and they have been brainwashed. They are being brainwashed all the time. If you want to know what the brainwashing look like, watch and hear what's happening in our country right now. It's just not true. And how do you prove a lie? How do you prove a lie? Once a person believes a lie, that's it. You can't convince them. They have to either see it for themselves or suffer and die. It is amazing. Like, you should never, but never prove that racism exists. But the people, the brainwashers, the liars, believe that it does. And they can't prove that it does, but you can't prove that it doesn't. They have to either see it for themselves or don't see it. And one of the worst lies that have been played upon society today between the people is this idea that racism exists and that white people are the pushers of racism and the blacks are the receiver of it. They're suffering as a result of it. It's just absolutely not true. It's so weird watching these things happen for a fake reason. Well, the ones who are pushing the idea, they have an agenda, and that agenda is for money and power. That's all it is. And they have to get it by controlling you. But when you really look at it, it's crazy to see so many people believe in it. I totally understand it. When you have anger, you're in a fallen state, and in that state, you're in darkness, and in that darkness, you'll believe anything. You will believe anything about yourself and others. It will not be true, but you will believe it. It's mind-blowing to me to hear and see black people saying, I live in America. America is a racist society. Every day I, as a black man, have to walk the streets of America, and it doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. They're acting as though they're living in a Chinese society. And in reality, it's just not true. It's really not true. And you can get, and a lot of intellectuals live on stats and numbers, right? Well, last night, Tucker Carlson gave the stats of the number of cops who've been killed by blacks and the number of blacks who've been killed by cops, and it's down. But that's not going to help, because until you change the hearts and minds of the people, it's not going to get any better. And the real proof is that white people are more in danger of being attacked than blacks are by the blacks. But because the wicked media, evil, liberal media, don't reveal that, the people don't know it, and so they believe it's the other way around, and it's really not. And when you tell them that, they don't accept it because they have not seen it in the media. And right now, the news media is on the side of evil. Hollywood, the actor, entertainment, they're all on the side of evil because they desire control in order to regain power and wealth. It's amazing. It doesn't matter how much money you get, how much so-called power you get, the more you want. And if it's mean making the people suffer, if it means killing the unborn children, if it means causing a race riot, a race war between the people, they'll do it. And you will fall for it if you're blind. I remember when I had anger, once I moved to LA, I didn't have it like that growing up. But once I moved to LA, I believed the lie that white people hated me because of my color. In my early 20s, 19, 20, I believed the lie because I listened to the lie. The deliverers of the lie, the so-called civil rights leaders and the black preachers and others. Whenever I would deal with white people, the Satan would automatically tell me, they're just disagreeing or they're just doing this because they're racist. And because I was connected to the imagination, which is the darkness, I believed it. I believed it. And it wasn't until I overcame the anger and I realized that it was all a lie. Good and evil work through some, good work through some and evil work through some of all races. And the experts, which include people with degrees, and not all, I guess, but most people with degrees, PhDs, MHDs, FYDs, STDs, they're evil people. They promote evil. It doesn't matter what color you are. And anyone who has anger is subject to it. They can make you do whatever they want. But it all starts in the home. It really does. If you have parents who are not good, perfect examples, they set you up for the world. But if you have parents who are good examples, the world cannot get to you. And if they did, it would only be for a minute. It wouldn't last very long because you would see. And the way the blacks are being controlled today is mind-blowing to me. It's like robots. Whenever you need something that is not right, or you want to vote in someone who is not right, or you need extra power and money, fake power and money, but if you need it, you can call upon the angry blacks because they cannot see. Cry racism, that's all they need to hear. It doesn't matter how much money they make. It doesn't matter if they number one on the sports team. It doesn't matter. When you have anger, you cannot see. That's why I encourage you to overcome anger. You must be born of the spirit of love. And we need love in America today like never before. And men, you are needed in a very, very emergency way now. If anything, this is an eye-opener, or should be, for men, because you see it's not working any other way. You have police officers bowing down to the darkness. Mayors of cities bowing down. It caused me to realize that the law-abiding citizens, if anything that this is revealing, this whole so-called coronavirus thing, and now the riots that are happening, if anything it reveals is that the law-abiding citizens are not protected by the law. The lawbreakers are protected, but not the law-abiding citizens. No wonder they've been trying to take our Second Amendment away over the years and everything. And now they literally want to take away the police departments. They don't want any policing. Can you imagine what would happen then? It is crazy. It is a battle between evil. We need a serious waking up, a wake up call to this country and to the world, really. You need to wake up because you have been played by evil. Evil is amazing in its destruction, and it works through people. And I don't care how much you give them, how nice you are or not. If they're angry, nothing is going to change it. Men need to wake up. And when the men wake up, the world will wake up.